Hello, my friends. It's us again. The League of Amazing Adventurers, here on Tabletop Rolls, tonight with our holiday special. Not GM'd by me, oh my god, I get to play Pathfinder 2e, it must be the end of the world. Oh, warm and fuzzy feeling. But, I'm still going to do some announcements at the top of the show. What are those announcements, you might ask? Well, a number of things. Number one, and probably the most important, next week we will not have an episode of the League of Amazing Adventurers. We're all going to be doing holiday things, whether that be Hanukkahs, Christmases, Kwanzaa's, everything in between. We're going to be doing it all. If I can swing it, though, I might put up a live stream of my house's light show, so... Do y'all want to watch some Christmas lights and music?
Very festive.
Are you going to play WoW?
My gifts have not shipped yet. I am worried.
I've sent out everything for me. I think. I hope. Anyway.
Sent out yours. I don't know if it's going to get there on time.
That's fine. I don't know if mine will get to everyone out in time either. So, I've sent the cast something each. So you guys should.
Oh, well.
That's why you asked for my address. I don't know what that was about.
That's why I asked for your address. I wasn't just wondering where you were living. That would be creepy.
I don't know. I was just like, will you know where I live now? Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't be... Anyway.
Next question, what are you wearing?
Beige khakis.
Khakis?
Yeah, it's a State Farm joke. Never mind.
Khakis.
Khakis. Other than that, some more announcements. So yes, we'll be off next week. However, I think this is still standing. We'll be back with regular episodes on the 30th? Yes?
Sounds right, yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay, sure. Cool, yeah. Then we're back with regular episodes on the 30th. So then we'll continue the Opal Empire arc then. You guys will get to see the thrilling conclusion to that and all the fun lore stuff that's going to be dropped at the end of that arc. This arc is setting up probably the two next villains in the campaign after the Instruments of Woe is done. So pay attention.
Setting them up so we can knock them down.
So pay attention to that, audience. But otherwise, as I said before, tonight's our Christmas special. It's a night at Coldview Manor, GM'd by the fabulous Matthew Urban.
Yay!
The fabulous Matthew Urban couldn't make it, so there's me.
Oh, mood.
Stop. No, we are positive about ourselves on this stream, damn it.
Nah, that was a good joke.
Since when?
Since forever. Listen, this is like the one time a week where I am not hard on myself and I'm positive. I am going to carry that over. But anyway.
I'm glad you said on yourself at the end of that.
Yes.
It's the one time a week.
It's the one time a week I'm happy with myself. I'm going to keep up with it. But other things that are going on during the holiday break, you'll see probably me whenever I'm streaming. It'll probably be Cyberpunk right now, just because I've been making my way through that game, and the PC build is surprisingly stable, contrary to what every news article tells you. We've only run into a couple of bugs on stream, and they've been funny. Let's see. Other things that are important. Our lovely cast that's here with us tonight. I'm Will. Hi. I'm normally GMing, but tonight I'm playing Alessandra. You might remember her from the last arc.
I'm so excited.
You might remember her from such story arcs as the last one.
Yeah, you might remember her from the tournament arc.
Blackmailing Nimbus.
You know, blackmailing Nim and all that stuff. The party affected her in a way, and we'll get to see how the party's actions affected her tonight, so that'll be very fun. Speaking of the party affecting Alessandra, I think the person who's done the most affecting to them would, of course, be... Oh, we'll figure that out. Would, of course, be Nim. Played by the fabulous McKenna.
That's me, and I have Rowlet standing in for Nim's owl companion Merle.
That's cute.
He's very round and extremely soft.
And then, of
nice
course...
Pokemon being recommended to me right now.
Yeah, it's just Pokemon. Of course, we also have the fabulous Cooper as Lynx.
Howdy doody.
Yeah. The fabulous Abby as Cassandra.
reached a whole new level of going through it.
It's an accomplishment.
Thank you.
Oh, that hurt. That hit different.
The fabulous and also good Final Fantasy 15 player, Nathan.
I don't know about good, but Final Fantasy 15 player.
Yeah. And last but not least, our little ball of Christmas chaos. The elf on the shelf, if the elf on the shelf was a Chucky doll, Shy.
I'm everyone's favorite flaming trash can.
I'm now picturing Chucky with little pointy ears, and it's very disturbing.
Sorry.
But accurate. Christmas.
but-
I'm ready to fight Santa.
Woo!
Yeah, we
I
are
promise nothing.
here for a good time for our holiday special. This is of questionable canonicity, so we'll figure out that as we go. But why don't we let Matt take us through it tonight? So, Matt, I will now give you the floor, and I will try not to be my usual chaotic player self.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, when last we left all our dear adventurers, they were enjoying a lovely, pleasant river cruise on someone else's dime, which is the best kind of dime. And one night on the river, you guys have all laid down to bed, and you close your eyes and darkness takes you, and you think about, certain time of the year that I'm sure everyone's fond of. And I'm going to read my funny little intro here. When days grow short and the air grows cold, a certain magic fills the world. Festive songs and colorful lights push back the dark, and even the snow and ice takes on an enchanted feel. The winter holidays are beloved by many, and during this special time, memories are made that can last a lifetime. This story is not about any of that. With a lurch, you all awaken inside a large, well-appointed carriage. It is dark outside the window, with only a small, wall-mounted lamp and a bit of moonlight illuminating the interior. For a moment, you are disoriented and are a little unsure of your surroundings. Outside, you can see white-capped trees stretching off into the distance, with hazy, indistinct shapes towering in the distance. Mountains, you think. Lynx, you realize you are holding a letter with its seal broken. And under the journal entry, where all your character sheets are, you should see a letter from Chip.
I do indeed.
Please feel free to read that to the group, or just read it to yourself and keep all the secrets for yourself.
Absolutely. I'll read it to the group and I suppose the stream.
Yep,
Yes.
I'll bring it up on stream as well.
Thank you. My dear compatriots, I do hope this letter finds you well. I apologize profusely for my absence, especially in light of the nature of your current endeavor. I have been unavoidably detained and will be unable to join you until the next day at the earliest. Considering your agreement to undertake this task was as a favor to myself, please accept my most profound apology for my absence. I can assure you, however, this task is a vital one, as your host will no doubt explain in full. I look forward to hearing a full recount of your labors and of your success. Please take care of yourselves, and I look forward to our reunion with great anticipation. Yours respectfully, Professor Nicholas Chip.
Mwah. More than I could have hoped for. Delightful. So yeah, you guys are trudging along what appears to be a road, kind of elevated above the tree line somehow, towards, for the moment at least, destination unknown. You guys want to do anything inside the carriage?
I'm just assuming this is all another one of her strange dreams.
Oh.
Yup. Yup.
Not
Desna,
convinced
help
this is
me.
real.
Why are you guys in my dream?
I don't know
What are y'all
why
doing
you're in my
here?
dream.
Well, by the way,
Exactly.
you are not here, Will.
I'm just chilling.
So just to be clear, Alessandra is not yet in
No.
the
Only the
more
friends are in the carriage.
Can't believe
Ouch.
Alessandra's an enemy. Mega oof.
Well, maybe I will roll a quick perception check to see if I can tell where we're going.
Sure.
Since you said that we were above the tree line. 21.
20.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Just by kind of tilting your head a little bit closer to the window, you can see, not that far away now, there appears to be a large walled manor just down the road a little bit with plenty of lights, and you can even see a few people holding lanterns up.
How cold is it outside?
Actually, just by the perception check, just getting even a little bit closer to the window, you can feel, that horrible feeling of cold air shooting in the gaps in the door.
Ew.
Like this thing is not that weatherproofed. It is pretty cold, and you can see this. Anyone just glancing at the window, there's just snow falling. Very, very. Yeah, everyone prepare to feel cold just from descriptions tonight.
Oof, my
Lynx
poor
will,
Southern Californian soul.
That is my
Yeah.
least favorite thing to do.
Lynx will annoyedly shift in his seat, trying to keep himself warm then.
You do all have lovely little blankets around your knees, though.
Yay!
Delightful.
Hey.
Cuddle
What a
up,
considerate
cuddle
dream.
up.
There's the sound of someone kind of kicking backwards just ahead of you, and you realize the driver is signaling your imminent arrival. You guys pull up to the gate to this manor, and these large metal-studded wooden doors kind of slowly creak open, and you pull into a lovely little courtyard, and you are quickly ushered out by some men-at-arms in thick winter coats, and they direct you towards the big front doors of the manor house proper. As you are approaching the front door, I'd like everyone to give me a quick perception check.
Oof, not good. 13.
Mm-mm.
Come on,
You
guys.
and me both, buddy.
Oh my lord. Did anyone roll? Okay, thank goodness Tora Flaskjaw rolled an 18.
All right, Mr. Tora.
Yeah.
You just, for whatever reason, the sound of the big wooden front gates of the courtyard closing again just make you turn around just kind of involuntarily just to look at the big doors closing. And for a second, you catch a glimpse of a figure standing on the other side of the gates. Indistinct what ancestry or even gender they are, just long black coat and a wide black hat that obscures their features. And you try and focus on to see who the hell this is, and then the doors close and they're gone from sight.
Must be my eyes.
Must have been my imagination.
Let's see.
No idea what that was.
All right. The doors, the front doors of the manor house itself open up, and a tall man greets you.
How tall we talking about?
What's the name of the butler from the Addams Family?
Oh, tall.
Lurch.
Lurch.
I love Adam's family so much.
This gentleman is tall and seems, other than his eyebrows, to have absolutely no hair on any part of his head. It's completely bald on the head. It's shiny, and his face just seems like it melted at one point and then sort of just froze back into shape. It's long and kind of stretched lazily.
What's cracking, Eggman?
Good evening. I am Leopold, the head butler. Please
Eggman.
come in. And he gestures inside, and you can feel the nice warmth of this foyer. And it is cold outside. It is cold. And none of you are dressed for this weather, unfortunately.
This is a dream, right? Okay, fuck it. Let's go.
All right. You guys enter the hall and are immediately presented with the sight of identical catfolk maids holding trays of drinks for you. They have hot spiced cider for you.
Yes, please.
Ray walks over and just throws it all on the ground because it's a dream.
Why?
It's a dream. I can do whatever I want.
Andrew goes,
So cold.
Okay,
That's
well,
around
as
way
long
too
as we're
long.
sharing a dream, don't.
What do you mean?
Lynx.
This is my dream. Y'all are just. I'm dreaming.
Have you said
This is
this
your
out
dream.
loud?
Yeah.
Lynx will walk over and give you a pinch, just like on the bicep.
It actually hurts a little bit, and you don't wake up.
It's okay. I'm always hurting in my dreams, anyways.
The two
right.
catfolk maids glance at each other, quickly retreat into an alcove, and return with more drinks, but then sort of walk in a nice circumference around Ray, out of arm's reach, to try and get everyone else their drinks before she inevitably knocks them all off again.
Yeah.
It's too late. I already have one.
I got mine.
My cold little hands.
It smells just divine.
Excellent.
Lynx will down it all in one go.
I thought this was my dream. Huh.
If you would be so good as to follow me to the study, the master and the mistress will be with you shortly. And you all are escorted down a hall, and you can just take in the lavishness of this manor house. There are, wonderful paintings on the walls. There are busts of ancestors down in the halls. It's a very nice manor house. It seems a little cold.
Do we
and empty.
recognize any of the busts or anything?
You don't think so, no. This seems to
I
be
was
kind
wondering
of
how we got here.
I mean,
A little bit.
Leopold stops just before the door to what you suspect is the study, and he says, "The final member of your group is already awaiting inside." And he pushes the door open, and in the room, sipping another hot drink, is who, Will?
Well, it's the fabulous and wonderful Elisandra. Elisandra Gladeswin of the fabulous Gladeswin family, also known as the fabulous blackmailing friend. Here,
Friend is an interesting word.
let's make it so that you can see her, chat. Look at how attractive she is. Oh boy.
She do be kind of hot, that is
Yeah.
true.
Very different from the last
What's
time.
good?
Very different from the last time you saw her. You'll notice that her face has actually become slightly a different skin tone. Like the pure sort of porcelain skin tone has gone away, and it's now more natural. And of course, you'll notice the heterochromia: one red, one green eye, and the set of freckles around the red eye. Otherwise, the hair that was once silvery and icy cold has now turned to a more lighter blonde. And other than that, her stature is very much the same. She does not have any weapons on her. She simply stands there by herself, and beside her, just kind of hanging out, is a broom that's just think like Fantasia.
Oh.
I knew you were gonna go there.
Yeah, think.
I immediately turn to the maids and just be like, "Do you two need help in the kitchen?"
And as you say that, she just kind of like turns around and says, "Oh, well, I knew it was going to be a punishment, but I didn't think it'd be a personal hell."
Did you
Thanks a
do
lot.
something different to your hair?
Yes, I had the powers of my
different.
patron ripped out of me because you beat me up.
That's right, we did.
Yes,
Heyo.
you did. Congratulations,
Good.
little fire goblin.
Alessandra, isn't it?
Hmm?
It's Alessandra, correct?
Yes.
Don't you think it's... I would have thought you learned the last time that it's rude to intrude on people's dreams.
To
What
be
is
fair,
this?
the last time it would have gone very well for me, and quite honestly, and I've kind of put that behind me now. I think this is sort of a punishment for doing that. I've gotten what I've wanted out of that entirety of our little conflict. I've succeeded in my goals. We have no quarrel now. Minus Nim.
What did you
I
succeed
still...
with exactly?
Hmm?
What did you succeed with
Oh,
exactly?
my goal is simply Nim. Do not worry about it. It will not affect you in any way, shape, or form.
Ray holds
Hi.
up.
I don't think we've met. I'm Tora.
Oh, nice to meet you. My
Ray,
name is
Ray
Alessandra.
holds up her necklace with the eyeball. She goes, "We have unfinished business."
I'd very much appreciate not doing that. If what I understand is true, this could be a you die in the dream, you die in real life situation. And I'd prefer to keep my life, and I'm sure you'd all prefer to keep yours.
Listen, no one has to die over an eyeball.
This is not a dream. Why do we keep saying this?
It's not. What makes you say it's not?
Well, first off, my clothes are still on, so
You know what? That's a good point.
Yeah, I can agree. Yes.
Elisandra just brings her brings her stare down a bit. It's like, Nim, you really are interacting with a very interesting group of people with this one.
Well, fuck it. If it's a dream, Ray just starts like ripping, like she's just like.
I mean, I'm not complaining.
Just before you get really under that, the two maids have reappeared, and they have a lovely tray of hors d'oeuvres, including lovely crab and cheese stuffed mushrooms.
Cassandra's interest is piqued.
Nice.
Horse divorce.
Also, some now that the hot cider's gone through, some sherry to warm you up.
Also in.
Toasted.
So, yeah, no fucking
Cassandra is
kidding.
excited.
Another one.
I just put myself very casually between the tray of hors d'oeuvres and Ray. Just as
It's fine. They
casually as
have an
possible.
infinite stock.
The
Lynx casually reaches past you and grabs one.
Did you say infinite stock?
Yes, you just see Elisandra like walk up to the Chardonnay, grab 2 glasses, just down them both, put them back down.
I've never seen her do that before. How
I lean
am
over to Nim. I'm like, is that how you're supposed to do it? As
I
I
like
accidentally
her.
grab 2 of them.
The one of the maids, Ray, tries to slip you a piece of jerky.
Okay.
I'm sure it's made of human flesh.
You truly said, here's our beef.
Yeah. Ray was like, thanks. She
Le-
looks questionably at it, like,
I mean,
I'll
it's a
see
dream,
this.
man.
The dream maze.
okay.
Leopold says, the master and the mistress will be here momentarily. The maids will be just outside the door if you require anything else. Please make yourselves comfortable.
Did anybody else get jerky handed to them?
Oh.
No.
Leopold leaves. The maids leave. They close the door behind them, and you are left alone in the study. There is a lovely fire going in the nice mantle set. Above which you can see a picture of what you presume are the lord and lady of the house, or possibly their ancestors. A gentleman with black hair with a little bit of gray in there. He seems to be wearing, in this painting at least, a suit of well-worn but still very nicely made armor. And standing next to him is a striking woman, dressed most seemingly as like a huntress. She's got a bow and like riding boots and the like.
Ray throws it in the fireplace.
Well, no, it's quite a ways up there. You'd have to take some time to get it off the wall.
Oh, okay.
Do you want a little help with that, fire goblin?
No,
And-
Don't
it's fine.
encourage her.
On
I
the
thought
opposite,
it was just like a little.
I think
thing
it's
she's
very
like-
fun to encourage people to indulge.
Now these are rich
themselves.
people. They got big oil paintings that like are heavy.
That'll burn so good.
It would.
Behind
No,
you,
stop.
above the door to the room, is a smaller painting, and it's an odd little scene. It seems to be the lord of the manor, a little older. He seems to be arm wrestling a mountain of a woman with big muscles, shock red hair, an uncomfortable amount of scars, and they're just like arm wrestling.
She's hot.
I don't
hurt
disagree.
her.
Little time passes. There's a ticking of a clock, and you guys are just in here with Elisandra. Has anyone taken a seat, or are you all standing around awkwardly?
Elisandra
sit.
is actually not standing. She's leaning, and like the animated broom is like standing up in place, and she's kind of like leaning on the broom, like as if she were leaning on a wall or like a low bar stool type of thing.
Ray is very intrigued by this broom.
I'm as
That's
close to
Gonna
the
end up in
door.
fire. I swear to God.
I'm at the closest seat to the door so that if I need another drink, I can call for the maids.
Cassandra will sit and summon instrument
Oh.
Oh.
and play just a little something on. Let's go a flute. No,
Oh
a
my
harp,
God,
a harp.
Cassandra! A duet! Ray pulls out her triangle.
Oh my god.
Well, why don't we make this a trio? And Elisandra will also
Trying
summon
to make
an instrument.
friends.
I'll play some calming harp music.
There's just a triangle getting clangety clang clanged in the background now.
Alessandra will do her best
Right
to
by
mold the
Alessandra's ear, because that's where I was standing. It's like clank clank. No, like real melody is just loud.
two. Alessandra will attempt to bridge the two with the grand piano that she has summoned.
Damn, girl.
A grand piano.
Yes.
Link seems
Extra.
somehow tired by this and just sits across from where Alessandra had started, places his head in his hands, and just waits.
People think that the triangle is really difficult, but if you're born with talent, it's very easy.
I mean, it's one of the few instruments that you can really just bang one out on.
Yeah, I'm
Like
gonna go
this
hide in
girl.
the corner with Lynx. Just like as opposite on the other side of the room from Alessandra as I could possibly be.
Nim
I
running
get
away
another
again.
drink?
No,
The mo-
I'm drinking.
The moment you say that, one of the maids opens the doors and hands you another little shot of sherry.
I
Another
down
Thank the
it.
gods. Salute.
Salute!
Salute.
Another one.
Alessandra will wave her hand, the
Just-
maid will bring another two. She'll just raise the two to Nim and take the two.
Good for her.
Wow, y'all are super awkward.
There is a knock at the door.
Come
and,
in.
Leopold is there again and opens the door wide and says, presenting Lord, pardon me, Baron Cyrus and Baroness Catherine.
Wait, if this
Nay.
if this is a dream, how come? Fuck it, this is my house now.
So the gentleman that you noticed in the painting earlier, he enters. He's looking a little older. He's still a pretty, well muscled man and stuff. But he does seem like he's going a little bit to seed. His doublet seems a little tight. And walking beside him is again the lady from the painting, appears to be his wife. Both of them look not the best. The Lord himself he's got some bags under his eyes. His hair is a little more gray than was in the painting, and he's holding the hand of his wife, who her eyes are very red, and you get the distinct impression that she has been crying recently. And seeing you all, she gives her husband's hand a squeeze, and he looks at her and squeezes her hand back, and they just kind of look at you and then walk into the room and take a seat by the fire.
Alessandra will move over to join them.
Good evening, y'all.
Wasn't expecting that.
As Leopold introduced us, I am Cyrus
Thanks for the
Merlet,
subscription.
and this is my wife, Catherine.
Wife.
First of all, I wanted to say I greatly appreciate what you have agreed to do this evening. It's not an easy thing, but it means a great deal to myself, my wife, and to our daughter, Serena.
What did we agree to do?
Well, I suppose this will take a little explaining. He looks at his wife, and she just kind of nods. And he says, well, you see, my family is under what you might call a curse. Every 3 generations, the youngest child of our family, on the night of the winter solstice, is haunted, for a better term, by 3 horrific apparitions. They are visited in the night by 3 spirits. Few, unfortunately, in our family have survived this ordeal. Many have simply disappeared in the night, and the few that have survived, they are forever scarred by this experience.
Sounds pretty awesome to me.
You have been asked here through our mutual acquaintance, Professor Chip, to assist a professional ritualist. He is going to be attempting this evening at midnight to exorcise or protect our daughter from the spirits. We have been beside ourselves worrying over this night as it approached. She is but 5 years old, you see, and she is terribly frightened by this whole prospect. We've tried to shelter her from knowledge of all this, but you know how kids are. They sometimes they're listening when you don't want them to. And,
Alessandra just smiles. Sort of like a...
Lysandra says, fuck them kids.
I can see why I'm around them. Happy to help.
Sure.
Are you
anything
good
to
at
help.
babysitting?
No, I'm very proficient in ritual magic, dear.
Oh, I'm good at hitting stuff.
I
Same.
suppose I should ask, do y'all have any questions?
So
What
this is real? This isn't... this is real? We're awake?
A tear rolls down Lady Catherine's face, and they don't really seem to respond to the question.
How did we get here? Not into the carriage before we got in the.
Yeah, we were on a boat. Now
I
we're
mean,
not.
there's a nearby port town. I can't speak to the specifics as to your travel arrangements.
Listen,
I'm
mean,
this
afraid
has
the
to do
cold.
with Santa Claus.
Fire
Santa.
Goblin, just leave it be. I was enjoying my new toy before this happened.
Ew.
Why does Alessandra got the sexy shit going on?
She's talking about ascendancy, isn't she?
Oh no.
I don't want to listen to your sex life,
God.
you lady.
So, back to the story.
Yes.
What exactly are you asking of us?
Well, the exact nature of the haunting is unclear, unfortunately, except to those who have gone through it themselves. And the few that have survived, their memories are hazy. It seems, regardless of what trials these spirits put the people through, they do it all in one night. I'm not sure how exactly. Some terrible magics are afoot.
Do you guys find yourself greedy with money at all?
I mean, I don't think so. Not more
Do
than any
you-
people.
Do you donate to charity at all? Do you make people work on certain holidays?
I mean, that was one of the first suggestions that was made to us several generations ago. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have helped.
Oh dear,
I was
Ray.
just wondering.
The Marley family doesn't seem to have great luck in that capacity.
At
Is your
the
name?
Oh dear, Ray. Charity is not a way for rich people to lose money. It's a way for them to make money, dear.
Christ.
Is your name Beth Jesus?
Jesus.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with them.
Lucky you.
They
I
sound
don't
like
know
they
any
have.
Beth Jesus.
They sound a little weird.
You'd be surprised.
Has a lovely
At
party.
the mention of the trials, does this sound like it could be magical to anyone?
But
Links
yeah,
would-
it's ghosts.
Lynx would roll an Arcana, but
You can
Oh,
certainly
okay, I
try.
got you. I
it's
got
not
you.
exactly versed in magic.
That's a 19.
Holy shit.
That's a 20 from Alessandra, dear.
Hey.
Both y'all,
Whatever. Show
Might as well
up.
give it a go.
both y'all are pretty sure some bad voodoo's going on here, if you pardon my expression.
Yes.
Tara said,
Tora got a 5.
What's
Oh
wrong?
my God,
you're not
babe.
You're not going to
I've
speak
never heard
up.
of magic in my life.
Cora thinks there might be some Wendigos involved.
Wendigos!
Or said,
Know
yep,
what your guys' problem is?
there's a
this
magician
last
somewhere.
Lynx will turn to Alessandra and ask if this sounds like something she might be familiar with.
I mean, now out of character. Before Matt set this up, I did my spell list before tonight, and I did not know any of the plot that was going to happen.
Oh no, certainly. You just happened to roll a 20 in Arcana.
As it so happens, Alessandra is actually very well equipped to deal with haunts and dream-like things. It's almost as if a majority of her magic involves that type of stuff now.
Prepare to be surprised.
Whew. I think I'm actually gonna go against the grain and roll occultism instead of arcana.
Smart.
18, not bad.
Here,
Lynx.
let's see if
agrees
Alessandra's
with
knowledge
that.
can assist you.
Jesus
Oh
Christ!
my god!
Fucking
Wow,
damn it.
Alessandra, we have the same modifier. That's so
Oh,
then
God,
Ray.
I rolled a 30! Suck it!
What?
Jesus
Suck
fuck.
What is
Ray's
happening?
like, occultism?
I
Hold
got
up!
a 5!
again.
not a rock.
Or
Yeah,
really
no,
just.
wow.
Tora's
Really
like
bad.
not been paying attention. He's just drinking and just keep poking his head out like, "Can I get another one?" to the maids.
Tora
That's
chimes
so
in.
funny.
Occultism, is that where they take like those stones with the little holes and like scrub your skin with it?
No, isn't occultism where they lay you down and they poke you with all the little needles?
No, that's
Acupuncture.
That's
Never
Chip's
mind.
medicine text.
Boo.
Oh, that's
all right.
acupuncture. Occultism is where they worship God.
To be just so to give you guys what you deserve from this, because you all did roll pretty damn well for occultism, clunking your all heads together, Scoopy Gang style. Yeah. You do kind of realize just by the fact that apparently they've been dealing with this enough that they've plotted out that it happens every 3 generations, that it probably means that there is something that has been remained unchanged within the family that has been cursed. Essentially, it's not apparently tied to any specific person, especially if they like aren't practicing like horrible inbreeding. They brought in enough new bloodlines into the family that it's possibly not to do with them, but something else that's been consistent.
inbreeding?
The hardest
No,
thing-
sir. We do all our
Have you done
breeding
any
out in the
redecorating?
corral.
What's the do you know anything about the history of this manor? Like the where it was founded? Are we on like haunted ground or something?
Yeah, was an orphanage burnt down near here?
I'm
Well,
afraid we are sort of in the midst of nowhere. The only reason this manor was originally created was there were some very profitable sapphire mines nearby that my family capitalized on in ages past. That unfortunately, that's why we're sort of out in the middle of nowhere.
well, here,
Sense.
let me...
Mine ghosts.
I have certain abilities that allow me to deal with such things. Now, you said
Special
that
set of skills, if you will.
this is going to target your daughter?
Yes. Our head ritualist, Mr. Geralt Highclimber, is currently up in our daughter's room setting things up. He is awaiting your arrival and assistance.
Great.
Serena is in there. With any luck, she has taken the brew our house alchemist made for her and is now sound asleep. But if we know her, she probably slipped it out with some orange juice or something.
All right, so we gotta hold a
Brew dagger.
seance.
Ooh.
I
I mean,
have some candles and fireworks.
We did try that once ages ago with a very renowned practitioner of seances. Her eyeballs melted.
Yeah, but
Oh!
you've never done this with Ray.
Well, I mean, to be
Last
fair,
name
Ray does
That
have a
is-
spare.
She has several at this point.
I know.
Ray last name. I do love Ray last name.
Keeper.
Well, what do we need to do to prepare to help the ritualist?
Candles, let's go. Ray starts going at it. She's
well, Mr.
dropping candles, lighting shit, making satanic symbols with ketchup.
I don't think it's going to help much down in here. Her bedroom's on the 3rd floor, and we're on the ground floor. It's quite a distance between us and her.
All right, let's take it upstairs.
If you follow Leopold, he can show you up to the bedroom. I'm sure Mr. Highclimber will appreciate the assistance. We will be just down the hall in our bedroom. I pray for your success. Serena is such a sweet, kind girl. I would hate for anything to happen to her. She recently lost a very dear pet of hers, a black cat. So she's not had the best year so far, and I fear this will be a terrible capstone.
I
In case it
understand.
comes up, what was the cat's name?
Oh God, did we forget the cat's name? What was it, dear? They just kind of look at each other for a second. Moon? I think something Moon? I don't know. It was a
Right.
strange name for a cat.
Well then,
No, that I don't think it was Luna. That seems a little on the nose.
well then, it appears as though this evening we'll be fighting evil by moonlight, and Elisandra will start making her way upstairs.
I love
Boom!
it.
What was the cause of this cat's death, or the catalyst for this.
Boo!
Oh.
There was an accident during gargoyle repair.
There was a catastrophe?
Oh.
Oh,
You're
The
pulling
what?
mine.
The wife,
Yeah.
bur-
Get out
the
of
wife
your sister's
buries her
house while we
hands
go
in
upstairs
her
with
face
a
in her
young
hands.
child.
I'm so sorry.
Also, you're going
We're
to
supposed be here
join
help.
Alessandra now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
I'm having so much trouble getting in Cassandra's character right now.
That's fair.
Yeah. So you guys are let out of the room by Leopold. The Lord and the lady just are kind of sitting in the chair. The Lord puts his arm around his wife, and she kind of puts her head on his shoulder. They seem not to be having a good time with all this. You're led up several flights of stairs, and there do seem to be a number of still identical catfolk maids just kind of standing by at various junctures, waiting for someone to give them an order.
Can I get one of these to go?
Hey.
You're just handed one by the next one down in the hall. Somehow they heard you.
Oh, I think he
Nice.
was referring to them anyway.
Are they all from like the same litter or something? Or are
Maybe.
they like fully clones of one another?
Well, I would never.
So
put
where's
clones in my bed.
this girl sleeping? Ray's like on it. She's opening
guys-
doors left
You
and
guys
right.
are brought to a room at the end of the hall, which, contrary to the rest of the rooms in the hall, which are all very, lovely dark wood panels in the walls, dark wood doors, this one has a cute little handmade sign hanging off like a tack sticking out of it, with Serena written on it, with one of the E's facing backwards.
As I
Good.
look at it, I just
Idiot.
kind of like look over to Nim and I'll say, "Doesn't the small one punch children on a regular basis?"
Ray kicks open the
Regular-
door.
Yes, I'm gonna try and hold Ray.
Ray kicks
as
open
best
the
I can.
door. Ho ho ho, little one.
Oh,
You immediately find yourself facing a very severe-looking man with a very kind of sharp-looking face and slicked black hair and spectacles, looking at a pocket watch.
This isn't a child.
Oh, hello there. I am Gerald Highclimber. It is very good to meet you.
nice to meet you.
I assume you ought to be the hired help for the rituals this evening.
Yeah, if you need anybody to hit something, I'll be here.
That's my job. Where's the child?
She is, and he glances over, and there's a lovely, four-poster bed at the far end of the room.
Like wildly gesturing to him that he should not tell her. I'm like,
I'm sorry. Are you feeling the effects, possibly spirit possession?
No, I'm fine.
Ray walks over to the bed.
And
Ho little one.
you see a little girl with big, long, blonde pigtails. She's got like the covers of her bed held up to her nose, and she's looking at you with big, glassy eyes. It looks like, judging by the red of her eyes too, she's probably been crying a little bit, and she looks absolutely terrified at you, Ray.
Aww, that's so sad. 29 to hit her.
Why? Stop it.
A hand catches your fist,
No!
and you look over, and there is a very different catfolk maid who has been standing in the shadows. She is a large, kind of very matronly looking, kind of gray furred catfolk. And she also has large spectacles on. These ones are like dark, like sunglasses, and you're a little surprised that she can actually see out of them in this room because it's not very well lit in here. And she just kind of looks at you, and she kind of tilts her head and kind of a way to, come on.
I'm gonna go over and say, I'm so sorry about her. That's just how she greets people. Would you like to hold my owl?
Serena kind of squeaks a little bit and dives under her own pillow.
That's
Oh,
fair.
well.
I'm sorry.
Wasn't she supposed to be asleep?
Yeah, I was testing her.
Yes, unfortunately, the
She
little
failed.
one seems to have somehow disposed of her sleeping draught. It will make things a tad more difficult, I'm afraid, but the alchemist is not in for the day, so we have no way of creating more.
Cassandra
think
will
she'd
walk
like
over
sherry?
and offer one of her sleeping potions that she uses all the time.
You just let me hit her, she'll be out.
No, stop.
Serena does not emerge from under her pillow.
Does she like sherry?
She's a
From glass?
with dwarves.
Don't
No.
give a child.
I believe at
alcohol,
most
you
she
weirdo.
prefers those what does they called Temple Shirley drinks, perhaps. Something more sweet.
I have something sweet. I pull out caramel from my pockets.
That's
And it-
actually caramel. It's not poisoned.
There was
Yeah.
some possibility that it would be poisoned.
I mean,
Listen,
You'll see.
if
the
we want her to,
possibility is never zero.
That is true.
if we want her asleep, my fist can do the talking.
Or
Stop,
I have one
Ray.
of my sleeping potions that I use for myself.
And if it's a matter of her not wishing to take it, well, we have ways to make her.
Oh dear.
My fist.
I would, considering I have been hired to ensure the safety and well-being of this child, I would prefer you not chemically coerce her.
Okay, what about
Or
magical? Okay, well then.
No.
Okay,
that's
so
that
what you're saying is our only option is Ray.
No,
No. Or
Ray.
physically. You can't hit her.
Ray, our options are to let the girl be awake while we protect her from the spooky ghost. Isn't that right, dearie? I
That
understand.
is perfectly possible.
I was gonna say,
Alright.
like, sing a lullaby, try and let her fall asleep.
No,
but,
let
you
her
Go
know,
be
to
awake.
sleep, close your eyes, dream a dream.
Alessandra just kind of like
Dream, dream,
moves
dream, dream, dream.
over to like the bed and sits down, and she'll just say, "No, it's important that they face the terrors of night at an early age. Otherwise, you'll never know what can creep up on you in the darkness."
Even
Might
I'm
even be
creeped out a little bit by that.
It might even be Alessandra. Who knows?
All right, Ray just starts pulling out her candles again, starts setting shit up. She's like, all right, how do I draw a pentagram?
There will be different things involved in the preparations for this ritual. So I have a list here, and I'd like everyone to give me a perception check.
Sure.
incoming 5. Oh no, that was actually pretty good.
27.
Oh, fucking
Just had to one up ya.
fuck you.
Wisdom's
Did you
a
get
dumb
another
stat.
5?
No, I got a 27, only to be one-upped by a 28.
A literal one up.
All right, everyone, not that it really matters, everyone except Alessandra and Cassandra. You guys notice for a second it suddenly gets a little cold in here, and specifically Lynx, who's standing a little farther away from the bed than everyone near a sideboard. There's a like a counter near you, and there are some glasses on there, like a glass of water or something, and you kind of notice the glass is just a little bit starting to freeze over a little bit. Like frost is collecting on the glass.
I pointed out straight to Alessandra. Ask her what she might think is going on here.
Well, if you point that out to me, Alessandra will get an answer to it. She'll cast a spell.
Mhm.
She will cast Spirit Sense. Oh, thanks for the follow, Lorne Dark Wolf 97. She will cast Spirit Sense. So, assuming this room isn't more than 30 feet, I can basically now gain a +1 bonus to all checks to look around for spirits and metaphysical things. It's sort of just like a ping.
Showtime.
All right, so are you going to do a check to look around and get
Yep.
the +1 to it?
I'm going to use a seek to look around with my spirit sense. Okay, let us see what we have going on here. 18.
Could I just start punching the air?
You certainly can. You can punch the crap out of that air.
You certainly can.
It's asking for it.
That is true, it is.
Also, I have one less spell slot now, so 18.
Even with just an 18, you can get the sense that while it's nothing concrete, there is something spooky going on in the room. Like there is some energy floating around that wasn't there just moments ago.
Yes, there's definitely a fair amount of ghostly radiation coming from around here. Let's hope it's not one of those terrible slimy ones.
That's a little strange. That's he pulls out his pocket watch. Like traditionally, the haunting isn't supposed to begin to. Oh, and he kind of looks at his watch. Oh dear, it appears my watch has stopped working some time ago.
Yep,
Oh.
that's a ghost.
Oh.
What time was it when it stopped working?
11 o'clock.
Oh boy.
So, and he kind of seems like he's doing some mental math. Yes, so it's very possible is that things are about to kick off in the next couple of minutes. Well,
Let's do it.
and he looks around and you do notice there's a number of things kind of just scattered around the room that have no business being in a child's room.
Such as.
So this is where we're going to start doing some checks. He is going to call upon you guys to assist him with the preparations that were going to be done like a half hour ago if he had been actually working on the proper schedule. He's a number of things he is hoping to do. He has a number of special incense burners in the room, but they are not in the proper positions. And unfortunately, they're also kind of delicate. So people can move them into the proper positions. He'll direct you, but it will be a acrobatics check not to spill the incense all over the floor when you move them.
I am good at acrobatics, however. Do we trust me?
There are also a number of large, full-length, like full-size mirrors that are going to be set up facing inwards that are going to help, like, they're specially made mirrors and they're magical, so hopefully you'll be able to see invisible spirits in the mirrors. But they are all clustered where they were originally brought into the room, so they need to be moved with athletics checks because they're pretty heavy. And if anyone wants, you can try and do some diplomacy checks to try and calm poor Serena down. Or if
I
you
have
guys
a god
want,
question.
Sure.
Lynx is versed in underworld lore specifically, so he may be familiar with some of this stuff.
Oh, are you wanting to see if this guy's like a charlatan?
No, not necessarily. It's more like, can I get started without his direction?
Now, is this underworld like spirits or underworld like crime?
Both.
Oh,
Because
Ghost crime.
because of the nature of like Ruin Diver, it can be both.
yeah, like I was about to say, if you guys have another skill you think you can leverage, I would be certainly more than willing to let you roll that as long as you can give me a good justification.
Intimidation. I want to intimidate these ghosts.
You can certainly try.
We try.
I have impressive performance that I can use to win over the kid instead of diplomacy as a skill feat.
Yeah, if you want to
I
do
can
performance.
intimidate the kid.
You can tell her a story, like a nice calming story.
Yeah,
So
I'll do that.
We
I'll
will
take
go
a
down-
mirror.
All right, we will go down my order of I have in the Zoom
Very
chat
fair.
here. So we're going to start with Alessandra, who is to me to the left of me.
Well, of course, beginning with the most qualified and best person.
That is not at all why I picked you.
Well,
Damn.
there is always one way. There's a much easier way than diplomacy to make a child feel at ease, and that is lying to them. So, Alessandra would like to sit down on the bed beside her and say, "Do not worry, child. Everything will be fine. You will be perfectly safe. We will protect you before ourselves. Do not worry." And she'd like to use
She's
deception
not wrong.
to just lie to the child.
Well, just because you said the one thing that parents always say, the DC is higher now.
That's fair.
My God.
So what did I get? 15.
Trash.
I'm going to use a
You
hero point.
trash.
I'm going to use a hero point to re-roll that. Because I don't like a 3. I have a plus. I don't like rolling a 2. I have a plus
Crit fail.
13 to
Crit
this.
fail.
13.
Aw.
There you go.
All right. That's a good enough roll. That she comes out from under her pillow and she doesn't look as scared now.
Okay.
So that will count as a success.
Lying to children. It's how it works.
Do you say that out loud in front of her?
No, I'm saying that as Will.
In his mind, his horrible, horrible mind. We will move down to Tora.
I will take one of these big heavy mirrors.
All right,
Move
get
it.
an athletics check. Yep, 25 is a success.
Where do you want this, Doc?
Put it over there next to the rocking horse.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Alright,
giving
so
me
that
so
counts.
much telekinetic projectile fodder. I love it.
That counts as a success. All right. I almost said TJ Wong.
I pretend I do not hear it.
Me.
Yes, Cassandra.
Ooh, oh, actually, my diplomacy is better than my performance, so might as well. I'm going to see if I can calm down the child.
The child.
The child.
The child.
Grogu over here.
Grogu.
Mando. Yeah, that is another success.
Nice.
I
Look
I tell
great.
her a story to try and calm her down.
What kind of story do you tell her?
I tell her a story about another little girl who grew up very sheltered from the world, who also had nightmares and scary things happen to her when she was little.
Then she died.
Oh.
But she eventually escaped all that and made friends,
Cassandra,
and it was
did
great.
she?
Did-
Did she?
Did she
Sure.
did she get a new cat?
No, dear, she
You
got
know-
a rat.
Awful.
She got a rat. She got a rat, Professor. Does that count?
Horrible.
Oh, and she kind of reaches over to her side table and shows you this book. And it's a book of the Great Rat Detective.
Nice.
Oh, thank you for setting
like
this up
that.
for me.
And the picture on the front, though the art style is a little little for kids, the character on the front looks remarkably familiar.
I said, may I see that for a moment?
And she's like, "You give it back?"
Of course, absolutely.
We're in a goddamn book. I can't read.
And I kind of over my shoulder to Nim. I'm like, Nim, does he look a little familiar to you?
Now this will depend. What is Nim planning to be doing during this? This is technically all happening simultaneously.
I know. I have absolutely no skill in athletics or.
Do you have any skill that you think you could leverage in this situation?
You could move the incense carefully.
I truly could not.
No, Ray, dear, Nim's not coordinated.
Shit. Well,
Sounds like a
Call her
challenge.
out.
As much as I'd love to disagree with you, I don't. And I don't think we need 3 of us working on this child, especially when we've had 2 successes already, and I feel like a third is just asking for it.
Just freak her out more.
So I think I'm going to ask the ritualist if there's any help that he might need with like sigils or runes, something that I can roll arcana or occultism for.
Yeah, he actually seems to be like, just with the tip of his finger, it seems to be drawing some interesting sigils in the air that do leave kind of a sparkly trail behind them. He says, "Oh yes, if you have some knowledge of the arcane, I would be grateful for the assistance. I'm always happy to collaborate with fellow practitioners." What is this accent? I don't know.
I don't know. But I'm gonna
I'm
lean
living
over
for
to
it.
Cassandra
it's
and
great.
say, "That's a dead ringer. You know, I actually think he's a huge fan. He was obsessed with those glasses. Do you remember?"
I remember.
And then I will go and hopefully roll a decent arcana check, God willing. All right, 18, I'll take it.
So,
Oh no.
that unfortunately is a failure, but not a
hero
critical failure.
point. Hero point.
Not yet.
But you guys have already gotten, what was it? 3 successes, so you're doing very well. Lynx, what are you up
Yes.
to?
It's a shame Nim's not as talented as me.
I would like to... You're probably not going to allow this, but I would like to go with that lore check to see if, like, things are going well or if this seems to be a setup of some kind. And also utilize that to just, like, set things in place.
Yeah. This
For
isn't
the-
even his real accent. He's actually from Baston.
Oh,
But
geez.
also use that like with acrobatics to set the incense in place.
Anne Burke would be killing you, Matt.
If only one of those is allowed, that's totally fine.
Well, you usually only get to do one for this. There will be
Yeah.
other things later, so pick whichever one you wish.
I'm gonna go with the acrobatics for now, just to not like strike up any bullshit. And I'm gonna use a hero point, and I'm going to just kill myself. I'm just gonna die.
Yeah, we'll just.
Hey guys, this may all come down to Ray.
Hey guys, if you have it be like that,
Well,
if
chat,
you're a
it's been reading.
subscriber, put some it be like that in chat.
How do I have a +10 modifier and be unable to roll anything higher than like a fucking 5 ever?
Because links.
Does it be like that?
Because it'd be
To
like
be
that.
fair, in this particular instance, it's because there were still some marbles left on the floor, and you kind of like you managed to avoid tripping and falling straight on your face, but you spilled some of the incense on the floor, and you just hear a from the ritualist.
As Lynx gets homed alone. But
All right, Ray, how would you like to help in this?
I rolled a 25 intimidation, and I'm just screaming and yelling at things until they decide to move on their own.
God.
And I am going
Fantasia, but better?
Ray's just like, I'm not doing shit!
the mistake was it coming down to Ray.
Suddenly, there is a great stillness in the room. And it almost seems like a veil drops over the
Ray,
entirety
take
of
my
the room. And an image seems to superimpose itself over the room. You are still in the bedroom, and you can still see like the furniture and the things you guys have set up, but there's another scene playing out over top of everything. You see a group of cloaked figures surrounding a glowing circle. Inside the circle are 3 well-adorned corpses on thrones.
Cute.
Golden crowns sit upon these 3 regal figures. The cloaked figures around them raise their hands, and though you can't hear anything, they seem to be like chanting or something. And the runes in the circle appear to be glowing brighter and brighter. And then there's a flash, and the corpses and the thrones have all disappeared. And then the vision, the time seems to kind of speed up, and you get like one of those time-lapse things where this just now seemingly empty plot of land, plants seem to grow and wither, and trees grow and fall. Animals pass through, occasionally a person.
Oh
But
my
eventually-
God, it is a Wendigo.
Oh my god.
Eventually, things seem to slow down again, and it seems like a big group of people arrive, and they've got like equipment and baggage trains and the like. And just as one figure steps up to the exact spot where the circle used to be, he plunges a shovel down into the ground, and the vision kind of fades into mist of the room. You guys are back. Just normal room. And it even seems not as cold anymore.
What did I say?
See, what we have
Ancient
here
burial ground.
is an ancient burial ground. An
Um,
ancient
well,
cult burial ground.
Despite
Right.
that unexpected revelation, I think this went very well.
We gotta
Uh,
burn the house down.
I
Oh.
mean, hopefully not, then we may not get paid. 1 spirit visitation down, 2 up. And he kind of stops, and his eyes kind of bug out a little bit, and he starts kind of touching his throat.
You okay?
I think he's being killed by the spirit, dear.
Oh,
Suddenly, a pale, kind of very thin and slightly kind of luminescent glowing arm comes out of his mouth.
I want to high five it.
A few teeth go flying. And those of you who are still crowded around the bed
Here you go, Ray.
are suddenly treated to a shriek. and you turn and look, and Serena is being grasped by more of these ghostly arms that have come out of her bed, and she is now sinking into the bed like it was quicksand.
Ooh.
Bye, little girl.
Can I try and like pick her up and take her away from it?
You can certainly try.
I will certainly try.
Give me a athletics check.
Oh, why did it have to be athletics?
Because
I want to help.
You were
Can I
fighting
help
the-
her?
Select to help.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Tora.
Okay.
We have an unexpected
Can I just get in there?
visitor.
Oh no.
The
I would
black
use a hero
cat
point on
has
that.
chosen Ray.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, let's get Sandra's.
No modifier on that.
I mean, you're fighting 6 ghostly arms, so.
I'll use a hero point for my 1.
Okay,
Remember,
all
you
right.
have
I'll do this. I'll do this.
Yeah, I say right.
Ray pulls a 30 to arm wrestle the ghost mouse.
Unfortunately, that is not enough.
A 30 isn't
30?
enough?
No. It's like this is a plot point or something.
Jesus.
Oh, my
Hey,
hero
come
point
help me
back.
pull her out.
I can't. It's a plot point.
Me.
And to be fair, Ray was actually a little farther away than the rest of you.
Mm.
So that made it a little harder. She would have had to get to the bed. By the time Ray does get to the bed, she delivers a very effective punch to the bed,
The little girl. Aw.
which the bed, if it actually was like quicksand, would have gone right through her and hit it. But your fist just kind of like embeds itself slightly in the mattress, and you realize it's just solid again.
Ah.
Well, that's not good.
You do hear from the hallway, though, the same scream that Serena just let out. The poor
To
ritualist
the
is on the
hallway.
the poor ritualist is on the floor at this point, being strangled by the arm coming out of his own mouth.
Fuck him.
Lynx rolls his eyes at the man who just scoffed at him earlier as he's choking to death and walks out of the room into the hallway.
Yeah, Cassandra's gonna go after the kid.
Ray takes a piece of caramel and just puts it in his mouth that's already choking with the hand. She goes, I hope you enjoyed that.
Slide it
Goodbye."
past the arm somehow
Yeah.
under his teeth.
Yeah, and then I high five the arm, and I'm like, good game.
Can I try and chop the arm off without hitting
I
him?
knew I was in love with you for a reason.
Kitty cat.
A
Sorry.
kitten.
You may certainly
a
try
kitten.
and cut the arm off.
Luna
Okay,
said she
I must swing for the
needs
arm.
attention.
Oh boy.
Oh
God.
God.
I'm glad you're getting
God
all these out
damn.
now.
Yeah,
Look
me
at-
too.
Look at that
Um,
max damage roll, though. Jeez.
Yeah,
Yes.
true.
I
All
would
When I
right.
hit, man.
I got you. Hold on. There you go. I used my dagger to saw off the arm.
That's Ray's second nat 20 of the night. I just want to point that out.
Shitting me.
Ray, being very proficient with her dagger now, immediately realizes the quickest and easiest way to do this would be to go for the wrist because it's the thinnest part of the arm.
Yeah.
It's already a pretty thin arm, and you just slice it through, and the hand, which is still around his throat, immediately turns into like mist.
No, I wanted to keep it.
Here, Ray. And
A ghost hand.
Elisandra
To be
will
fair-
put some teeth into your hand as she just walks out the door with her broom.
Yes.
Cool. Ray puts it in her pocket.
There you go.
Okay.
She gives him another caramel piece and says, "This is for you," and
Is
then
he
walks
good
out.
now?
I
I'm still chewing that.
Or is there still like a forearm coming from out of his mouth?
It is also dissolved.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're welcome. I did that. Okay, bye.
You're
I was
welcome.
gonna pat his head and be like, okay, sleep
Yeah.
tight, and then I'm gonna go run out of the room.
Just walk
And if it-
into the hallway.
If it makes you feel better, Tora, I interpret that role as you not failing to cut the arm, but you just, like, realizing the stroke you were about to do was probably going to bury itself in his chest, and you're like, no, I don't want to murder this
Yeah, I
man.
pulled the axe in the last second.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ray's just like,
Is it-
okay, fuck it.
It's his fault for squirming.
True.
He is all right now, but he's not going to be any help at the moment.
You are being a butt. What are you doing?
Who was running directly for the door?
Me.
Cassandra and
All right.
Ray and Eleanor.
Which is nice. You guys are in a triangle in my Zoom chat. The three of you reach the door of the bedroom, throw it open, and just in time to see a very unusual sight. You see poor Serena halfway emerging from the floor of the hallway like it was water, reaching out with a hand towards you guys, looking absolutely terrified. And then the hands just burst back out of the floor and pull her back down into it. And her
Cool.
voice sort of carries off down the hallway.
Go down the hallway.
Yep.
Follow
Follow
that
that
voice.
As you guys take a step into the hallway, bushels of ghostly arms, like horrible flowers, burst from sections of the wall and start reaching for you guys. So this is going to be a
Dodge.
chase sequence with you have a few options here.
Like wipe
You
out.
can power through the arms because they are spindly with athletics checks. You can duck and weave under them with acrobatics.
Parkour.
Or you can do occult or arcane checks to do like little like warding phrases or something to just make them recoil a little bit. That one's will be a little harder, but they are possible. So, and you are all trying to race down the hallway.
All right.
I will start just with the same order I did before. Alessandra.
So, quick point of order question. Has it been 10 minutes since we started setting up for that ritual yet?
Nope. It's only been about 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
I'm assuming this is a haunt.
It is a type of sort of manifestation of a haunt, yes.
I have a +1 to this.
Excellent.
Alessandra's going to just quickly look through a little book of rituals she has. As she slips it open, you see that the page that I was open to and bookmarked to Nim, and you might want to write this down, was for a ritual entitled Invigile.
Inbeguiled.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, she quickly flips the pages. Warding occult things. And if people understand this reference, you will get my love and affection. Guagwai Viti Tau. And if anyone gets that, no?
That sounds very familiar.
Okay. It's from the
Is there
Jackie
no
Chan
love,
animated
no
series.
affection?
It's what
Oh,
the grandpa
Lord.
used to.
Chan!
It's what the grandpa used to chant. A 30 for occultism.
Oh my god.
Dang.
Cassandra, looking like the haughty so-and-so that she is,
Alessandra.
just confidently strides down the hallway and just mutters some words of power under her breath, and the hands which were reaching to like grab her by the head just kind of like...
The final words are sashay away, and she keeps walking.
God almighty.
God.
To be fair,
Boom.
this is one check in this chase sequence.
Yeah.
She may get her comeuppance yet, or maybe not.
Oh my god.
Going down to poor Tora, who's not been having the best night.
No, I got this. We're gonna
You got
power
this.
through.
You got this.
That's better.
Yep, that is good enough. You just kind of like football.
Good enough.
Shoulder down and
You-
Good enough.
You do hear some wet cracks, and a couple of the arms burst into mist.
Gross.
good.
All right, moving down to Cassandra.
Gonna go with that sweet arcana. Hope for the best. Oh, come on.
Relatable content.
All right, that unfortunately is one failure. You are waylaid a little bit, so you try to recreate the confidence of Cassandra, and one of the hands just kind of slaps you.
Ooh, that's rude. That brings back some bad memories.
Oh!
I mean,
Oh.
these are murderous ghost hands, so yes, they are very rude. Down to Nim.
Yup, making that arcana check. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Okay, 20. Not terrible.
Good enough.
Good enough.
Good enough.
Good enough.
It's a close thing, and you feel some very cold fingertips start to grab your hair, and then the arcana works.
Don't touch my fucking hair.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
One
Don't
touch.
touch.
Lynx.
One touch. Lynx is also gonna go with the occultism roll to just sort of like
Something
Like,
you
fuck
learned
off.
on
Brainy bunch over here.
yeah, honestly.
Welcome to the party.
Ray just
Highly
go punch,
intelligent, terrible in combat.
He'll try to like replicate what Alessandra was chanting because it sounds familiar to him.
Rather than replicate, you remember something you read on the side of some ruins ages ago that helped ward off some spirits during one of your previous adventures.
It'd be like that.
It's just as effective, but it's a completely different thing. You got your own bag of tricks, man. You don't need to copy someone else.
That's true.
Although if you're going to copy someone, it might as well be someone fabulous.
You are down the hallway. Be quiet. Ray, you are up.
Okay. Oh no.
Wow.
Ray, unfortunately, you start to power through the arms, but unfortunately you do hit a rather large bushel of hands.
I'm so short.
They slow you down a little bit. Yeah, you just don't have the kind of the mass to power through completely.
You suck.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Whatever your name is.
So you guys make it down the hallway, not possibly as quickly as you wanted to, but you are making progress. None of you are stopped outright. I was fishing for critical failures. And you do notice something rather bizarre now.
Oh.
How bizarre.
All the maids that you saw previously standing by ready sections seem to be like frozen in place. They are not even blinking. They don't even look like their chests are rising and falling and breathing. And to confirm that how weird this is, you come a few doors down, and frozen sort of in mid-door open is the Lord and the Lady. And it looks like they were about to rush into the hallway at the sounds of the screams, but now they're just standing there, eyes forward, not blinking, nothing.
Good for them.
Y'all okay?
You do
Yo,
hear
honestly, just have another kid at the end of the day.
It's the youngest kid that gets gotted, which, how does the spirit know which one's the youngest?
It'd be magic, man.
Magic.
So you guys do hear the cry again. It seems like Serena is putting up a fight.
Good for her.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Perception is my dubstep.
Oh.
What?
Goodness gracious.
Ray coming in clutch.
Yeah.
Ray, having one of those savant moments of yours, you notice that the sound of the child's crying, and you have some experience with the sounds of children crying out. There's a bit of an echo to this one, as if it's echoing off stone.
Ooh, the scream is not fresh.
I hate that I know what you mean by that.
It's the sound. It's the specific sound you get when someone's yelling, but all around them is stone rather than wood.
Yeah.
Y'all got a basement? Oh, right, they're all frozen. I start looking for a basement.
Start looking.
From the top of the stairs, you guys have reached the top of the stairs, and you can see like the foyer where you first entered. There is a kind of stone archway tucked in a corner of the foyer that seems to lead down.
That way.
Going down.
All right. More arms are appearing to obstruct your path.
Amazing.
Go.
I want to try something.
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
In order to help us out, I'm going to
brainwash all of you, so you all follow my orders, and we'll be much more efficient.
No,
I
I'm
mean-
actually going to cast a
gonna-
spell.
Yeah.
Use my lighter.
And I'm specifically going to target our location as the child, so we're trying to get to the child.
Yo, best episode
Okay.
of
I'm going to cast
Mandalorian
Wanderer's
yet.
Guide. You call upon the Beyond to guide your route. When you cast a spell, choose a destination. You receive an inspired route to that destination, allowing you and your allies to travel over land with you to reduce the movement penalty from difficult terrain by half for the duration, and as long as we don't deviate from the route.
Nice.
Question, Will, just regarding that spell, does it have like an effective range? Like,
It's
you couldn't do this to someone who's in like a different city, could you?
you could technically do it to any location,
Oh,
but it's a level 3 spell.
Yeah.
fair enough.
So yes, just before
All right.
we continue, I do that.
And to be fair, that immediately confirms for you that yes, it's weird that she seems to be dipping in and out of your perception, but she is down below you now.
All right, come
Ayo.
along this way.
All right. I
I'm
need from you-
assuming allies extends to everyone except for Nick.
Nope, Nim is included in that because Alessandra harbors no ill will to you. She's gotten what she wants.
Oh, okay.
I think she might be a bit of a sociopath.
Yay!
You sure?
She's fine. She's very lovely and nice.
We're going to
Kim.
go through the chase
Sure.
sequence skill checks again.
Oh man.
So, Will,
Scooby-Doo music starts
All
playing.
right, same ones as last time, I assume.
I'm gonna grab a Docky Peppy. I'll be right back.
Let me ask you something, Mr. GM.
yes.
Knowing that this sort of... Knowing how loud Ray and Tora tend to be, do you think Alessandra could use stealth to kind of let them take the brunt of things while she just kind of like makes her way through slowly?
That would be more like you kind of slowing down without seeming to slow down to let them run forward and take the brunt of things. Yes,
Yes.
I think that
I'll
would be
go
more of a.
first.
I think that would be more of a deception check.
I'll take a deception then. I like that more. I have a higher bonus for it.
Okay.
And I get a natural one.
Big yikes.
Hey,
You-
chat,
you
if
turn-
anyone wants to give me a hero point.
God,
Don't
Don't
do
do
no.
it.
Karma.
Don't do it.
You turn to like, oh yes, I'll be clever about this, and turn directly into a hand that has come out of a wall that you didn't notice before, and it grabs you by the face.
No. All right. well,
Wonderful.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, it'd be
I would
like
like to
that.
point out, too, because it is a 1, Will has now been stopped in his tracks,
That's
and
fine.
someone may need to help them.
I got this.
You're up next.
God, oh
Oh my
no.
god, this is the first time I've
Can
seen
I-
the Cassandra stickers.
Can I wrestle him free with athletics? Or her free?
Yes.
Here, we'll go. Here's all the emotes that you get if you subscribe to our channel right now.
Hooray!
You just like
Oh, it didn't
bat
it's on.
the hand away with the butt of your big axe.
Nice.
Like no.
Delightful.
Stop it. Yeah, let him go.
All right.
Yeah.
We are up next with Cassandra.
Cassandra's gonna do an occultism check.
Woo! Critical success, and
For
that
her.
means you have now compensated
For
for
the
the
critical failure.
unfortunateness from the last 2. So you guys are back up to just middle ground. So good job.
Ooh, we love to see it.
Down to Nim.
All right, Arcana check. Here we go. Ooh.
Not as
Nope.
good, I'm afraid. But not a critical failure. Lynx.
Lynx will also do an occultism check. Try to see if he can make a path. If I can ever find it in my list. I know it's alphabetical, but I'm stupid. 22.
That is another success. You're getting the measure of these things. Like, oh yes,
God,
this
it's-
reminds me of the time in the tomb of the faceless king.
Oh well, now I have
Should
to make a tomb of the faceless king in this world. Thank you, Matt.
I know. I was just thinking that.
He was originally going to be a major player in this. Then I thought it was too complicated.
God.
Ray.
It's all up to you again.
That's a 6!
What were you trying to
assuming that
do?
was-
Wait,
I'm
why
assuming
did you
that's-
roll crafting?
Oh,
I'm assuming that was a
I-
mistake.
yes, that was. Oops.
Ray, I'm proud of you.
Just gonna
I'm-
craft
I
my
mean,
way
to be
through it.
fair, and this is something that chat will laugh at, I'm sure. Ray hadn't leveled up yet, so I actually leveled them up for them to 5.
Roll again, Ray.
Okay, I'm
With
so
appropriate
sorry.
skill. No, don't apologize.
Alright, this one's gonna be even stupider. 23! I pull out my triangle and just start busting
Just
out.
start going at it.
Going at it, hoping the
Amazingly,
sound.
it actually makes the hands pause. They are confused.
Yeah?
Do they hurt themselves in confusion?
No,
I would.
they got good RNG. They're fine.
Okay.
You
Just
guys
like, do.
You guys make it down to the basement, and it's bizarrely calm. You're in sort of a wine cellar. Across the room are a couple more frozen maids sitting around a fire. One of them appears to be combing another one's fur, though they're all frozen. And it's suddenly quiet.
Mm.
I would like everyone to give me a perception check.
All right, 23.
Shy, what's that game you've been playing on your channel that's in that school?
Corpse party?
Undertale?
All right.
Corpse Party, yeah. I'm getting Corpse Party vibes.
Yeah, I love Corpse Party.
All right.
Getting
So,
vibes.
Child murder.
enough of you notice that despite there being a fire in the other side of the room, which the fire is still going, oddly enough, and there being no windows or anything, and you being underground, there is a cool breeze coming from somewhere. And you rolled well enough, you kind of like feel around, and it seems to be coming from a blank section of stone wall.
Can I cast Detect Magic and then read Aura?
You certainly can.
Whoa, what was
Okay.
that?
I'll just put those in chat then.
And I have to prepare a map.
As we're looking around, it's like, if that pops in, if that door opens up into some sort of elevator, I'm only simply now imagining the sort of like, oh, I don't know. Oh, what would it be? What's the exact words? Give me a moment. I'm trying to remember. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the haunted mansion.
Gee,
I am your host.
You do him detect magic, and when you do read aura, you get a reaction I'm not sure if you've ever gotten before. It's like a kaleidoscope. It's a mix of all sorts of different kinds of magic.
Oh, God.
It's very powerful.
Your ghost toast.
well, that's ominous.
Yeah, I'll relay that to the party.
So don't hit it with my axe to try and knock the wall down, because that's what I was gonna do.
No, please do. Actually, here.
All right.
If we wait a minute, I have a spell for this. If you want to,
No big axe.
no big axe, but
Sad.
if you want to point out where you see this door to me, I'll be able to open it.
Well, there's a section of the wall that, standing in front of it now,
Mhm.
there's like a cool breeze coming directly at you out of the wall.
Well
Wait,
then,
can I touch the wall first and just make sure we can't just walk through it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You certainly can. You reach out, and your hand passes through the wall like it's not even there.
oh,
Excellent.
Sandra will walk through the wall.
Let's go.
way to save
Okay.
the spell
Lynx
slot.
will weirdly make his
hold
way
on.
through the wall.
Guys,
wanna
it
put-
would have been awesome. I could have swung and fallen straight through.
That's true, you could have.
I am quickly just going to...
New map.
New map, new
New
map.
map. New map.
Also, on a side note, everyone, if you're in chat and you haven't followed, please give us a follow.
Yeah.
Helps us out a lot.
Every little follow helps.
Yeah, also
Remember
don't forget to say
posting it
hi if you're in chat for
personally?
the first time.
Yes, please.
It
Yeah,
helps.
really
us.
God
Okay.
bless you.
Bless
you.
you.
I guess Shy is allergic to hellos, but the rest of us really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
You guys can arrange yourself in that general area how you would like.
Lovely.
Well, you know what?
A Luigi
Alessandra's
board?
not
A
afraid of
Luigi
things.
board?
She'll be afraid of Dora.
Neither am I.
Da
Let's
Vinci.
go.
Da Vinci?
I knew someone was going to. All right.
Well, I'm glad that we made lots of spaghetti.
Again.
Spaghetti. All right. Let's see. Where's my flavor text right here? All right. You guys step through the wall, and for a second there is darkness, and then suddenly you have now stepped on what seems to be the side of a mountain.
Oh.
The wind
Cool.
up here is fierce, and it is cold, and it is loud, and it cuts through your clothes like hundreds of icy daggers. You
Can't
can see
decide
it
where I want
looking
this.
around. You can see in the distance, like down below your height in the mountain, there is a vast city right out in front of you that is in ruins and is in half submerged in castle-sized dunes of snow. The sky is entirely cloudy and it is just pelting snow, and you can't even see what the light that's above them is, whether it's the moon or the sun. And you see, connected to the kind of flat platform you find yourself on, there is like a chasm and an icy bridge across the chasm to a another platform farther away, and on that platform there appears to be 3 thrones with frozen, desiccated corpses on them, with oddly shiny crowns still on their heads, and at their feet, the shivering, tiny figure of Serena.
Nim, you're going to want to grab
dead?
Ray before she runs for the loot.
She can take it. Let it distract her from Serena.
Alessandra will chuckle at that.
Yo, is she dead?
Alessandra
Yes,
lets out a chuckle.
not worth touching her. And I start running for Serena.
God.
Same.
Same.
And for the sake of Serena, I'm going to use this tiny little icon I was originally making for Chip, which is just a normal mouse with a monocle.
Oh.
I forgot to make an icon for Serena.
It'd be like that.
Serena, the teenage witch. Anyway.
So you guys are gonna make a break for it and trying to get to Serena. All right. As
Can
you
I
guys
go after the corpses?
certainly soon, yeah.
Cool.
The moment you get to about here on the bridge, everyone see where I'm indicating? A shape begins to emerge from behind the thrones.
Oh.
It doesn't seem very large at first, but then disturbingly long limbs unfold outwards, and a long head crowned with twisted and sharp antlers rises up, towering over you all. Darkness seems to cling to this creature like oil, rendering it a featureless silhouette, except for a single pinprick of light where its eyes should be, like a distant dying star. It speaks to you all in a voice like thick ice cracking and breaking. You'd better watch out. You'd better not cry.
What?
You'd better not pout. But you're still going to die.
Ooh,
God
nice.
almighty.
And you guys are all going to have to roll initiative.
Ray rolls a 21
Beautiful.
for intimidation.
Oh, oops.
Well.
Not my best.
26.
Oh, I have
God
to roll.
damn it! Okay.
Oh wow.
I have to roll. Hold on, I have to get the thing on the thing.
Yes, you have to put the flugindi onto the flogging.
Oh,
Hello, it's
that-
your boy Ghost. It's your boy Asmon Ghost. It's nice to meet
That
you.
didn't work. Hold on. Ah, it's not letting me drag. I'm going to have to just use this.
Would you like me to drag the thing onto it?
There it is. Though I do have to resize it. There we go.
Ooh.
Oh, he's so large.
He is a large creature.
Here, let's show it to the audience.
Ah! It's a reindeer!
Oh.
Rudolph?
Oh my god, is this Prancer?
I called it.
Let's go!
Actually,
And
it's Vixen.
as we
No.
learned, it is a female reindeer because it's the winter time.
Is
Jesus. We're back to
Clarice
this conversation.
Here's a quick question, though.
Education.
I'm not sure if this is going to work.
What's not going to work?
Oh, no, it worked. Excellent. All right.
Hooray!
Hooray. Oh, Lord.
Oh. Nim, what is your plus to initiative? Or do monsters
enemies always go first in PF2.
Oh,
Okay, so
Rude.
1, 2,
Sorry.
Good. Let him come at us.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me,
Yes.
Ghost Bro.
I'm really slow. The closer he gets to me, the better.
What are you doing, Step Ghost?
Hey, Matt, is my spirit sense going off on this thing?
Your spirit sense is going crazy. You feel like 100 chalkboards are being scraped with butcher knives.
Okay.
Would you say that's odd?
Shut
no.
up.
How
This would
bizarre.
be more like, that's, oh god, oh god, oh god. What
That's
it looks
Well,
like the death of the universe.
Unfortunately for me, a lot of my spells are for humans. Oh well.
Question,
but
is it
as-
hot?
I want to ride it.
I mean,
Oh.
I don't know. Do you like limbs that are longer than its whole body hot? I don't know.
Ooh, we're talking Slender Man? Like,
Jesus.
Well,
I want a girl with some long legs and a short.
or hunched
they
over, more
tried to put
hairy.
me on the cover of Vogue,
I'm
but
so
my
sorry,
legs
Matt.
were too long.
it's despite the like it seems to be looming up like it's about to leap into action, but then it collapses as like it's made of water, but then it
it's
flows like an insanely fast river under
What?
all your legs, and then quick as Sin comes up behind y'all, reforms, and is gonna lash out at dear old Alessandra.
Wait, I can't swim.
Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel.
Nothing
kid.
personnel, kid.
I see how it
where-
is, Chip.
Where's it? There we go.
Oh my way.
Oh my one more. She
Ora,
made
ora,
it.
ora, ora.
19.
Misses.
Ara.
All right.
Misses terribly, even. You need a
Oh
22.
my God.
You managed to like bob your weave out of it because this isn't the first time you've tangled with malevolent spirits, but like one of its long like pinky fingers grazes
Ew.
you,
What?
and
Yeah.
it goes through you, and you feel intensely cold for a second.
Oh, we got a type C haunting right here.
And that was both of its movements to get over there and then attack. It didn't actually teleport. I'm just doing flavor. Nim, at the top of your turn, I'm going to need you, because I believe you're next, to give me a fort save, because it is in cold in here.
All right.
Said burr. It's cold in here.
27.
27. You pass. You are motivated by the sight of a poor shivering child in need, and by the fact that it went after the person you don't like very much first.
Everyone should love Alessandra. She's fabulous.
I do.
That sounds
Keyword
like a
should.
threat. Everyone
It
should
is.
love her.
And if
It
you
is a
don't love
threat.
me, I'll make you.
Beguiling is a threat. But you know what else is a threat, especially to this possibly undead creature? Searing Light, which I cast. Oh my god. Can I use
Do
a hero
you?
point to re-roll that damage? That's 5d6.
Do you do something though?
I
feel
would.
like you didn't.
I wouldn't worry about it. It bends like a straw out of the way.
Oh,
Oh.
god, really?
Yes.
Bend it
No
like
saving throw or
Beckham.
anything?
Bend it like
Let's see. Blah blah blah.
You need to hit for that one.
Yeah, this is an attack spell, so you actually have to hit.
Yeah.
Ah.
So if you want to use a hero point to reroll the attack,
Apologies.
you can.
Yes, you could use a hero point to reroll the attack, which unfortunately, as our hero point luck has been, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, no, I won't. It's like it's a 10, so it's literally like a 50-50 chance if I'd roll any higher. All right,
I'll
never
use
mind.
my hero point so you can keep yours.
No, that's not how it works, Ray.
Why did you say that in the character accent?
Because
Bummer. Okay.
I mean,
Some fourth wall breaking there. That is 2 actions, I believe. So you still have
Yes,
a.
it is. Yeah, okay. I guess I will pop a guidance to. I will pop a guidance to Alessandra because she's next.
Oh,
ooh.
I just remembered something. You cast a spell just now, right?
Yes, 2.
Yeah.
Thanks
It
for
gets
drawing
an-
the AO.
It gets
for
an
me.
attack of opportunity.
What?
So it is going to lash out with a third hand that emerges from the center of its chest.
Bruh.
Thanks
Oh,
for drawing the
no.
AO for me, Nim. I appreciate it.
No,
Oh.
no.
35 to hit. Now, question, Will, do AOs count as like a subsequent attack? Would they get
No,
minuses?
they do not.
Okay, so it's just a flat 35 to hit you then.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm assuming
That'll
that's also.
crit.
Oh boy, that's.
All right.
Now I'm trying to remember. Do we just double it or use the critical damage?
Yeah, we
thing at the
just
bottom?
double it, so it'll be 28.
All right. 28 negative energy damage.
Yikes.
And to make things slightly worse, it seems to get a little bigger.
Yep.
Oh.
God.
Cool.
I like it.
That is Nim's.
Oh, that's my turn.
Preppy girl.
You can use my name, thank you.
Jesus.
I don't think I will.
Alessandra.
No, I don't think I will.
I'm just opening up my...
I choose to waive that right.
I'm just opening up my player's handbook to ensure that I know how to do a thing.
Fool opening books triggers its second attack of opportunity.
So
It
first
hates
things
books.
first, I'm going to start with a single action Jealous Hex on it. I need to make a will save.
You do or it does?
You do. Yeah, it makes a will save.
Okay. 17.
That is a failure. So what's its highest stat, Matt?
It is tied between a will and reflex.
So then I get to pick. So I'm going to choose its will. Will be its will. So it'll get stupefied 1. So it's now stupefied 1. So it has a -1 to its will save, and all of its
Hold one quick question.
Yep.
Did someone give me a villain point earlier?
I sure did. That
Thank
was
you
the
there.
first thing I did,
I'm gonna use that right now.
That's fair.
as God intended.
23.
Success. That's fine. And then for her second trick, she'll have it make another will save.
Oh, ill omen! I remember this.
Yes.
Oh,
I baited
early
you.
days. Early days. I'm fine. I'm not trying to win. I'm the DM guy.
I know. I'm just making a joke.
Let's see. Another will save?
Yep.
Okay. 30.
Oh well.
They do be like
But
that.
it's unaffected.
I
So
rolled a
that's
nat 16, so it was
yeah.
pretty good odds.
That's fine. It's okay. However, I have some effects that happen now.
Ooh.
So this guy is going to have a -1 penalty to their AC for the round.
For the round?
Oh wait, no, that's demonic. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. He is. Oh, okay, cool. Never mind then. Don't worry about it. It won't happen until something else happens. You're fine.
Roger that.
Different bloodlines.
Lynx, you are on stage,
Oh,
and
yes.
Ray, you'll be up next.
Don't worry, team.
Let's go.
The action economy is in our favor.
Jesus Christ! Every
I
time.
gained another villain point.
Who did it?
Mock the DM at your peril.
That was Mark's request.
That's fair. That's fair.
To clarify, there we go. That's the word. McKenna, your attack was positive damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, had it hit.
Right. Like, yeah, good damage. Okay, so
It's a
holy
limbo
energy.
champion.
Lynx is gonna hurl 2 alchemist fires at it.
The first one will hit. The second one will not.
The second one will still do its 4 fire splash damage, and this is the damage for the first one. Bad.
Bad.
All right.
Wow. Y'all
All
ever
right.
roll 3
So-
on 2d8?
Ow.
Yikes.
Question for the more experienced DM. Will, for an attack like this,
Mhm.
are splash damage and normal damage separate damage entries, or is it combined?
It's combined.
Okay, good.
Or at least
So
that's
it
how
will
I
do
combine.
some that I'm perfectly happy with doing it that way.
Yeah.
That way it doesn't resistances aren't insane. So the 3 damage doesn't seem to go through at all. The let's see how much splash damage. A little bit of the splash damage does seem to go through. It seems to grow. It shrink back down to its original size.
Yes, if any of you are
Okay.
good at religion, maybe.
Was that just 2 actions?
That was 2 actions. Thanks
Alright.
to Quick Bomber, I'm able to prime a bomb and throw it as a single action. Lynx will look very confused, and for a final turn, just try to lob, or sorry, just try to see if it looks familiar at all with an occultism check.
Can I remove an eyeball? Like, is that possible?
I mean,
That's a 28 for occultism.
29.
you get the distinct impression that this is some sort of undead spirit.
It's
Um,
pretty.
Okay.
And it does seem to have some sort of resistance to kind of how to say
Most
this in a way.
things.
Most non-magically things, especially things that aren't antithesis to undead stuff.
Does he know if it's mindless or not?
Let me just check the stats here.
This is more important for me and Abby.
Yeah.
You know, just in the interest of time, too, I'm just going to tell you its immunities.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is immune to death effects, disease, paralyze, poison, precision, and things that would render it unconscious.
Jesus.
It has a brain, Abby.
Well.
Well,
Does it have a physical eyeball?
All right, Ray, you are up now, and Dwarf, it will be next.
Alright, so I'm gonna move behind it.
All right, it did use its AO already, so it can't react to that.
Thank you, Nan.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna Phoenix Punch it.
Well, stance and then Phoenix punch it.
Yeah.
And
Even with flanking, that will not hit.
And Ray, if
Damn.
you use your flurry of blows, you can actually make 2 attacks.
Oh, crap. I
Yeah,
didn't
for
see
the
that.
price of 1 action. So now do an attack with number 2.
Aura.
Nope.
Even with flanking, I'm afraid that will not hit.
I thought we'd try.
Big sad.
Like that it do be.
Up
I
to-
can't do anything useful.
Yes,
You're
you
just
can.
My hit points will never allow me to do anything useful. They
Ray,
only work.
Ray,
when
you
it's
have
something stupid.
56 hit points.
You also rolled a 4 on that and still got a 15.
Yeah, what a mood though.
The Axeman cometh.
The Axeman.
Shut up.
The Axeman do cometh. He's
And
gonna
after
walk.
that will be Cassandra.
He's gonna walk up to him, and he's gonna try and power attack him right in the face.
Awful.
So it's this one. Does a 22 hit?
Flat-footed.
Flanked.
With flanking, yes.
Woo!
Oh.
Nice.
28 damage.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Oh, me the damage.
Tora, axe body spray.
Terrible.
The Axeman cometh, and he.
That is
whacketh.
a solid hit. It seems to resist for a second, but then you cleave right into its shadowy mass, and it makes a horrible squelching sound, and just inky
Ew.
blackness squirts out of the wound. But then immediately
music to my ears.
Cassandra, you're up next. And by next, I mean now.
Alright, if it's undead, then okay. I think I'm going to cast heal at level 2 as a 3 action. So it hits the spectral whatchamacallit and Nim who got hit.
Well, 3 action, you don't even need to aim. It's just anyone within range.
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
It's like a Nova.
Everybody in that area gets healed.
Yep.
And hopefully, since it's undead, it will get hurt.
Well, it needs to make a
Going with-
fortitude save against your spell DC.
3 action at level.
Okay, now let me make sure I fix this one because I don't know if I have or not correctly. So I'm just going to quickly jump down over to your heal here. Which one are you using, the level 2?
Yeah.
Okay, let's make sure I have it right. No, I don't have it right.
Ooh.
Alright, you're good.
Okie dokie. And
And what is your spell DC?
good question. No idea.
It
like
is
20,
21.
Yeah.
It fails.
Ooh.
So that's going to be full, whatever the healing is, as damage.
19.
Ooh,
Delightful.
that hits it
19.
right through. It doesn't care for that at all.
Positive energy damage.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
He doesn't like good vibes.
Everybody else in
God
that area,
almighty.
heal 19 while you're at it.
Beautiful.
All right. It is its turn. And it kind of twists its head in horrible, unnatural angles to look at all of you at one point. I see you when you're sleeping. I
God.
know when you're awake. I care not if you've been bad or good. My charge you cannot take.
I hate this.
And it really didn't like the axe thing, so it's going to attack the short one.
I bet it didn't. Come at me.
All right, so that's going to be where I keep losing its attack thing. Boop. 34.
Yeah, that'll crit.
So that's going to
ow.
be 22 negative energy damage.
Okay.
And
Oof.
part of its wound seems to heal up a little.
Oof.
It is going to go again. 23.
That ties. I don't.
That hits.
That hits then.
Great.
So that's just no crit though, but so it's another 13 negative energy damage.
Okay, so 22, 35 total.
Yep.
Yeah. And he's gonna go for a third, try and crit fish. Nope.
Well, he
don't
crit.
fail.
Well, you did crit.
He did
He
crit.
did in fact crit.
Nim, you are up.
All
And
right.
you already did this, but I forgot to do it for everyone else. Everyone else is gonna have to take fort saves for the cold.
Oh.
But Nim, you passed yours last time. I forgot.
Gotcha.
This always happens. I forget my environmental effects. I'm
That's fair.
All right. I really don't want it to take another opportunity attack on me, but there's
Oh,
truly
please
nothing I
do.
can do.
What?
Please soak the attack for me, Nim. I
Thank
really
you.
Oh, I thought you said Klee is you.
That's me.
I'm like,
No,
what?
that's shy.
All right. Well, since he's flanked, I suppose I will try Searing Light one more time, because if I can hit him with it, it's gonna be real good.
Yep.
Real good. So good. It's gonna be real good.
Chef's kiss.
24.
That will hit exactly.
Delightful.
Okay, so it says
36.
in the description that if it takes double fire damage as well as double good damage.
Oh,
On a critical success.
yeah, on a crit success.
No, maybe it is. I'm wrong.
It is crit
Yeah.
success.
Okay, then it just is an extra 5d6.
It's still
I know, reading
35
is hard.
damage.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It really doesn't seem to like that. It is smoking, and there are actually like these white cracks of energy appearing in it now.
Is it going to take
But-
its AO?
Yes, it is, because it really doesn't like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can you blame him?
No.
It's 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
15 negative energy damage, and it seems to heal a little bit.
Oof.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, I suppose I still have one more action, don't I?
Ew.
Yep.
I sure do. Let's pop a guidance to Ray.
Hey.
Yay!
You fool, you missed your opportunity to throw sugar plums at it. It's one weakness. No.
Oh no, we're not doing the raid mechanics. We're going to what? Anyway.
More dots.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are standing in the fire, instant death. All right, we are up to Lynx, and Ray, you will be up next. Now, I'm remembering this time, Lynx. Oh, sorry, no, we didn't skip Cassandra.
Thank you.
Alessandra. Alessandra, Lynx next. Alessandra, give me a fort save.
Oh, a fort
still have
save, you
guidance.
say.
Yes.
How does a 30 sound?
Jesus.
You are peachy. You are warmed by your sense of self-superiority.
Yeah.
I am better than this cold, just like I'm better than all these
So,
scrubs.
number one
God.
action, I'm going to attempt to jealous hex again. So, can you make me another will save?
And I don't have another villain point.
No, you don't.
But I do have a 24.
That'll be fine. It's unaffected. And then for my second trick, I'm going to
Run out of
hurl.
spell slots.
I'm going to have it make another will save as I insult it so badly.
Yes!
As Alessandra insults it, says that crystalline fashion is so several seasons ago. It's so Christmas past that even Christmas past would call it Christmas past.
Wow.
Needs to make a will save.
This is especially painful because this is a spell my geisha in old Pathfinder loved using. You did this on purpose, Will.
But it's also so perfect for Alessandra.
Nim just
No, Nim.
shivers hearing her say that, and it's not from the cold.
30.
Alright, so the target will take half the persistent fire damage. So now is a 2d6 persistent fire damage, but it'll take half on its turn.
And that's at the end of its turn or the beginning?
At the end.
Okay.
But that is me.
Yeah, it's a me.
Oh,
All right,
that's what
now
I
it's
forgot.
Lynx. Ray will be up
Oh.
next.
1, I'll roll that fort save. 2, It does need to take 2 persistent fire damage until it rolls otherwise.
It automatically ignores all that because of its resistances.
Oh, you're right. Yes, never mind.
It's not getting over the threshold.
And it's a fort save, right?
Yes.
Yes, but does that
24?
spell terrify you?
You
Newman?
guys are doing well for the fort save. You don't care about no cold.
The cold never
And-
bothered us
Which is-
anyway.
It's good
Ooh.
because the cold, if you fail,
Horrid.
has a nasty effect.
Oh!
Is it a
to
magical
know.
cold? Or is
No,
it
this-
Good
guys-
to know.
You guys are literally at the top of a mountain, not wearing parkas.
Hooray!
I like to think
I don't
was
know,
on
there's a
this
lot of
cold
fire
plunge.
going around, shouldn't we?
True.
Get some warmth from the
Lynx is
splash
gonna
damage.
Lynx is gonna try one of his new recipes. I've come up with a new recipe, and he's gonna
Magically delicious.
hurl
Thank you,
2
Ignis.
dread ampules at it.
The second one will hit.
Alrighty, the
That's a
first
good
one,
roll for a number 2 attack.
Yeah, it is. The first
Natural.
one has 4 mental splash damage. If that breaks anything,
Mental is not listed amongst the accepts, so I'm assuming it has resistance to that.
you
so
didn't
how
say
much-
that earlier, and that's why I tried it.
Well, no, I said all its immunities. This is its resistance.
Is it magical?
It's mental, so yeah, basically.
No, the resistance is whatever.
I'll just
Oh.
read it to you. Resistance, all 5 except force, ghost touch, or positive,
Yeah.
and double resistance versus non-magical.
Yeah, so there we go. So
So it does have resistance to
it
this.
has resistance to your thing.
I'm afraid.
I feel very useful today.
You're
I mean,
doing
someone-
great, sweetie.
There's
Someone
my
could
damage anyway.
Someone could rescue the child.
Someone could.
Nah.
Could it be Ray? Since I have the furthest movement.
You are a speedy monk.
With those last 2 throws, and definitely seeing that he is in fact useless today, Lynx will just use his last action to move towards
Okay.
the altar.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
I was a kill it first, rescue later kind of guy, but
Yeah,
Just keeping an eye on the time.
that's all good.
All right. Ray, you are up, and the Axeman will be next.
I could definitely make it to her in 2 moves.
And we know he's out of AO.
Go for it.
Alright, fuck it. First move, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Move. Move. Goes there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yep, I make it to her with room to spare. If I can.
Actually, 2 things. One, at the start of your turn, please give me a fort save for the cold.
22.
You're
You
good.
have a guidance too.
And I do have a guidance.
And second, the moment you cross the magic rune line, you get a real good look at the crowns on these 3 possibly wise people.
Oh, yeah, I could go after them.
Good
And
king Wenceslas.
Compared to everything else around, like the thrones are just wrecked by time and it's cold and everything, and the corpses are long, like shriveled and frozen and covered in frost. The crowns are immaculate. They are the most lustrous gold you've ever seen, and the sparkle of them kind of gives you pause. Please give me a will save.
That's a 14.
oh boy.
Woof.
What child? I want the crowns.
I mean, that's Ray.
True. All right, I'll use my hero point. 14.
Our hero point, man.
Incredible.
That is so on brand for our hero point.
It's so on brand, it hurts.
How does this
Um,
keep happening?
So, did you have any movement left, Ray?
Yeah, I have 1 more movement left.
You're just going to spend it moving towards the center 4 blocks of it. You're going to step next to the child then.
Okay.
Your priority is now the crowns.
For her.
Sorry, I tried, guys.
That's fair.
I'm like,
These
I'm
crowns.
like, man, I saw the kid, but then I saw this shit.
They're just so cool.
So shiny.
That brings us to Axe Body Spray coming to a store near you.
Why are we like this today?
Okay, for my first action, I'm gonna go ahead and pop Rage.
Cassandra, you will be next.
I'm sorry, I
and
need
then
you
I'll
to say, I would like to rage.
and I'd like to rage, and then I will hit him with another power attack.
Oh, oh, you're not flanking anymore.
Flanking.
It's
So
to be
close.
fair, that just changes it from a crit to a normal hit. But
Sure.
still, 24.
26.
26?
Yes, 26 from the
Raging.
rage,
Good point.
and I gain a couple of temporary hit points.
So,
Nice.
something interesting does happen. You seem to strike the thing down. You split it from the shoulder down to like where its navel will be if it was a normal creature. And it seems to shudder and fall to its knees. And then Ray, as you're staring at the crowns, they seem to shimmer and the thing gets back up. And its wound starts to more rapidly heal.
God, destroy the crowns!
She yells across the ice.
Yeah, I yell at everybody. Y'all!
You still have the rest of your turn, or no, raging was an action, so.
Yes, that's it.
It said
I'm good.
the thing. I did the whole miscongeniality bit.
Cassandra,
Jesus.
you're up.
Oh, I didn't do a fort save. I'm so sorry.
Yes, thank you for reminding me.
Oh, yes. I should probably do that.
You are good. You guys are tough.
And then
Yeah, you say that now.
Cassandra rolls a 1.
Yeah, Cassandra, you roll for it.
Easy clap.
You guys are filled with determination.
Yeah.
Hee
See.
Determinate.
All right, then. Do your turn then.
Okay, so let's see. Sound burst. Sonic damage. I don't think sonic damage would do much against crowns, would it?
Well, it would let you go fast, but no.
Boo! There goes my hat.
Hmm. And these things are on like undead looking.
No, they're just on dead people.
Oh, they're just on dead people. Okay.
They are not seemingly mobile in any capacity.
All right. I'm gonna just use.
I mean, in fact, they are like frozen to the thrones.
30.
They're
I'm gonna
frozen
destroy the
thrones.
crowns.
Will, I knew you were going to
20,
react to that.
25, 30. I'm just gonna see if I can grab one of the crowns and break it.
Actually, the moment you take one of the crowns off the heads, the thing shrieks and begins to twitch horribly.
Oh, we love that.
Amazing. Keep going.
Also, the
No
corpse.
more of that.
Also, the very regally dressed corpse that you took it off crumbles to dust, even inside the ice that it's embedded in.
Wait, she didn't have to make a fortitude save from the will save from
She
the
did.
thingies.
She was going for the crowns already.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright.
wait a minute.
Come
The
on.
crowns
Matt.
were like, all right, she's already vibing with us. It's good.
We're buddies. We're pals. We're friends. It's
Hit me,
great.
Matt.
These possibly unholy crowns. Who knows? Ho no.
Same.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Come on,
7.
hit
Damn
me,
it.
Matt.
It's gonna catch up in a horrible, oily, slick capacity and rear
High
up behind
opportunity
Link.
attack.
You may
Oh.
do that.
Ooh.
Yeah, isn't it nice to have that?
Fuck.
I do love to see.
I
it.
wouldn't
Adam,
know.
Flanked, isn't he?
No, he
Sorry?
wasn't.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
Big,
he's
sad, wasted.
Sage.
Technically speaking, this thing is actually like flying. So he's gonna try and get you from behind there. 20 to your AC links.
That is a meat to beat. Lynx will cry.
You beat
that-
your
does
what?
Does that actually hit?
Oh.
I don't understand.
That's
that-
a
is it-
meat to beat, is what I said.
Lynx,
Oh.
Yes.
you're wearing explorer's clothing. Never mind.
So as you're staring at your friends, like taking the crowns off, you're like, oh, maybe they're onto something. You're like, oh, we got to get to the kid. suddenly there's an intense cold feeling in your chest, and there's a hand reaching through you, ghostly like, and you're just like, oh, that's really cold. Oh, that's my heart. No. So
You get the sense that this is something he absolutely is not like thrilled by, but also something he has dealt with before.
ooh.
Oh,
Cool.
poor baby.
And he unfortunately had to use 2 movement to get there.
Hey,
So
thanks
that's
for the
his whole
follow.
turn.
All hail the Schwa.
Nim, you are up.
Well, at the end of
Ellis-
his turn, Matt, I would like that creature to take 9 points of fire damage.
Oh.
Half.
Sorry, 4 points of fire damage. 4, 5, 4.
That does get through a little bit, and he seems to not like that. This
Now
guy
roll a flat
seems to
check
be
to see if it goes
Love to
off.
see it.
like something is just holding this guy together. Like he keeps dying at this point and keeps being brought back. Sorry, flat check?
Yep. Just a 15.
17.
Okay, it's no longer on fire.
All right. Nim and then Alessandra.
Yes, so I'm going to move up to here and then summon a spiritual weapon to hopefully bash its brain out, and hopefully it's flanked from where I am.
You have to be 1 more square. Oh no,
I
if you
can-
put the spiritual weapon there, yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking about you.
Remember, the spiritual weapon doesn't provide flanking.
Well, it doesn't provide it, but can it use it if there's someone on the other side?
Well, it's not flanking, though, because
It takes 2 to tango.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Never mind. It doesn't hit anyway.
Sorry.
All right, moving on to Alessandra. But your spiritual weapon's out. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and hold on. Does your spiritual weapon do force damage?
It does.
Yes.
It does do force
Excellent.
damage.
That gets past its resistances.
Oh,
So if you hit
you'd
it,
love
it'll
to
just-
see it.
Yes.
absolutely delightful.
Yeah, screw you, ghost.
Automatic maneuver.
You're up, Will.
Yes,
And
I am
followed
up.
by Lynx.
I'm going to do something really
Alright.
weird.
Oh,
Oh
He's
boy.
going to turn on the party, embrace
Lick
the ghost.
it.
No,
It
I was
begins.
tempted to. Okay, it's within 90. It's within 90 feet, so I'm going to use reach spell to increase my reach. To increase my next spell's range by 30 feet. And then I'm going to use a spell called Telekinetic Maneuver. It lets me attempt to move a foe or something they carry. So I'm going to attempt to disarm the crown off of one of the corpses.
understandably.
I
You
mean,
should.
technically it's something someone's wearing, even though they are dead, so I will allow it.
Nice.
So yeah,
And yeah, considering it's a unmoving, unliving person, I would say you automatically succeed too.
yeah, I'll just
So yeah, and the thing visibly shrinks a little bit, the monster, and he really doesn't seem to like that.
Oh, he a small boy.
Lynx, just fetch the last one. Take the AO. I know you can handle it.
He little.
Good job, babe.
Smack him.
I was debating
Lynx
between doing
with
that
a-
and using
with
command.
a ghostly hand still kind of like leaving his body will just look at you and
Bring your A game, man. Come on.
I was
honestly.
debating using command
Smack
on
'em.
Ray to make Ray go and fetch one of the crowns, but
oh my god,
I mean, Ray was going to do that on her turn anyway.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
you are correct.
I'm royal.
What you doing, Lynx? What you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was my turn.
That's all right.
Sorry, I just blanked entirely. I've hit the tired point of the night.
worries,
We're,
we're
al-
almost
we're
done.
almost done. Don't worry.
He's really not got much.
I mean, you could always go grab one of the crowns.
There's only
Yeah,
one
I'll
left.
see if I can go grab one of the crowns. Do I still have one of the ghost hand through me?
That was just flavor for its attack. Don't worry
Sure,
about
no
it.
problem. I'll see if I can grab one of the crowns then.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. You just move up there and you grab it. The
Yeah.
compulsion doesn't affect you because you're already going for the crown. And the moment you pop it off, it just shrieks and kind of collapses in on itself like the opposite of a supernova. And the whole world begins to kind of just collapse around you guys.
Ha! Suck it!
And just before everything goes completely black,
Somebody grab the
guys-
kid.
you guys just see, wow, you guys see a figure seemingly standing now in midair just in front of you in a long dark cloak with a wide-brimmed black hat.
Oh.
And you suddenly all wake up on the boat in your rooms individually. You have the faintest sensation of a small warm hand grasping yours and squeezing gently.
Get the fuck off me!
Jesus.
It fades away pretty quick. And you guys hear a rap on the door, and it's the people on the boat asking what you want for breakfast.
Pancakes.
Perfect.
And that is the end of this. Was it a dream, or was it something more? Perhaps a vision. No one gets Escaflowne references.
I could have been
Gross.
naked this entire time.
But
Mood.
thank you so much for coming down to our holiday special, everyone. This has been a good time. I'm really happy with that.
This
Matt,
was a
thank
good
you
time.
so much for running. I hope our players enjoyed Alessandra.
Yes.
Of course.
Do not forget about the fact that we are off next week for the League of Amazing Adventurers, but we'll be right back on the 30th with our regular episodes. And also, do not forget that I'm going to be streaming Cyberpunk and other things throughout the week. And maybe I'll have some friends join me if they're free. Who knows? We'll find out. But we've been Tabletop Rolls. Thank you so much for coming down, everyone. We will see you on the next one. And I'm going to actually...
Don't forget, lactose intolerant Santa exists.
Yes.
Be kind to all, y'all. Be kind.
Be kind to all Santas.
No.
And let's go
Burn
raid.
them.
Let's go raid the emergency food.
Raid that.
God. Thank you guys.
Anyways,
Thank you
I'll
so
be
much, everyone. Have a good one.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Happy
holidays.
Hanukkah!